Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're putting the dirt bikes on hold and getting into something a little heavier. The Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. Lately we've been going on some pretty epic trail rides, or doing great gear reviews on some budget gear that's been turning out great. In the light of the Back to the Beginning concert with Ozzy, I wanted to do something a little special. And again, this seems like it's a trend around here. This isn't the video I was intending to make. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, were you as blown away by the Back to the Beginning concert as I was? It really tickled my 90s kid heart to see Ozzy and Black Sabbath and everybody that supported them. What a crowd, what a group of bands. So I don't want to just jump on here and make the same video that everybody else is going to make, but I do want to do something. And in my Ozzy research, I found this video.
Ozzy smells very distinct. He has a particular unique, not a good smell, like a cologne that's very strong, fucking pungent. It stays in the room after he leaves, you know? Like, you can tell 30 minutes later, Ozzy was here, okay? That if you know Ozzy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He smells very particular. And I love that cologne. And for years, I would say, dude, it smells so good, Ozzy. It smells so good. Because I know how strong it is. And then one day we were in his kitchen and we were doing some Ozzy's Boneyard audio gathering. And then I mentioned the cologne again. And we were halfway through a session, and he gets up and he was like, wait right here. And then he goes, and then he comes back, and he gives me an unwrapped or a wrap box of this cologne. And he was like, do not post this. Do not show anybody what box this is or what this is. But this is for you. And it was his cologne. And I opened it, and I've used it before at Ozzy events. When I go to the last Ozzy show, I'm going to smell like fucking Ozzy Osbourne. I've put it on before when I've done Ozzy interviews. Nikki Sixx knew it was Ozzy's cologne, and he was like, hey, who smells like Ozzy? And I was like, hey, Nikki, it's me. And he was like, what? How? Dude, so I have this cologne. If something were to happen to my house, I'm going to grab my kids, my dog, my Pantera Far Beyond Driven autograph poster, and my Ozzy Osbourne cologne.
Yeah, apparently Ozzy smells very distinct. Strongly and goodly distinct, but distinct. With some simple internet sleuthing, you can find that Ozzy's preferred fragrance is Czech Speake No. 88, made in London. So I didn't spring for the full $300 and something bottle, but you can get a tester. So I just ordered one. It'll be here in a week, and I can't wait to try it out. Let's go! Well, not exactly. I put something together, and while I was waiting for something special to arrive, we lost an icon. Ozzy, he's gone. I'm at a loss for words, really. Just 2 weeks ago, we all watched together Black Sabbath's last concert, and Ozzy said it several times. This is our last concert, our last song. On the last Black Sabbath song, he screamed into the mic, go fucking crazy. It's the last time we're going to play this ever. It's like Ozzy had some uncanny knowledge. One of the more remarkable things, I think, is he refused all of his pain medication so he could be clear of mind in that concert. He chose to be in pain so he could be there with all his fans on the last concert. And for those of you that don't understand, the level of Parkinson's that he had doesn't get any easier at night. It gets worse. And to stop pain medication that you're taking as a regimen, he went through withdrawals on the pain medicine. He went through the pain just to be there with us. And that, as a performer, that hurt a little extra hard to find that out after the fact. Ozzy was a performer all the way to the end, and that absolutely proves it. A lot of Ozzy's music was the soundtrack to my life. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like most guitar players growing up in the 90s like I did, the first song that I really learned to play effectively on the guitar was Iron Man. So, of course, down the rabbit hole I went. discovered Black Sabbath. The first time I heard the drum solo on Rat Salad, my mind was blown, and I was drawn into this heavier music and went down a whole path because I learned power chords and because I had an effective song that I could play to get into playing music with my friends. This was the gateway. Reality TV got big, so Ozzy did reality TV. Ozzy's always been the kind of guy that wears his heart right on his sleeve, and he did that in front of all of us with his show, The Osbournes. It was wild to see a rock star in his home setting and just being as crazy as he was, but as normal as he was. It kind of brought him on a human level with all of us, and we all felt just as crazy as the Osbournes. It was great. It injected the F word into everyday life in the 90s like it was just a normal thing to say. Oh, how bizarre that was. Ozzy's just absolutely a national treasure for being able to be himself and be open and honest with the world the whole way through. I haven't been able to watch Mama, I'm Coming Home without getting a tear in my eye, and now today it's even worse. It wasn't his best musical performance. We didn't expect it to be, but that whole gigantic crowd sang it with him. We all sang it with him. We watched it on the live stream and sang it with him. That right there was the transition. That was the Prince of Darkness becoming the king of heavy metal. You know, when I planned this video, I didn't want it to be just another YouTube reaction to Ozzy's performance. I know there's going to be plenty of them. So I planned a little something special. In my digging, I found that Ozzy liked to wear a specific cologne. Very strong, very recognizable cologne. And he didn't like to tell people what it was. Czech Speake themselves is not a fragrance company. They actually make high-end faucets and things like that. Bathroom wear? I don't know. It's a London-based company. I'm just learning about all of this right now. And this is their big cologne. This is their big scent. Now, I didn't drop the $300 and some odd that it takes to buy a bottle, but you can buy a sample for just a couple of bucks. So it arrived today, of all days. Here's its ship date, 17th. And here we sit on the 22nd. This wasn't the way I planned to make this video, but it's now cooler for different reasons, if that makes sense. So I haven't opened this at all. We're doing it together, you and me. And I can tell you that I smell something through the package already, like strong. I hope that the vial didn't break. It didn't ship from London. It shipped from New Jersey, so it didn't have to cross the ocean. But it's got some notes to it already. According to Czech Speake's website, it's got notes of sandalwood and bergamot. Those are things that I typically like in a fragrance anyway. Geranium, which, okay, flower stuff. We're getting into kind of strong scents there. And rose. Rose makes me think a little bit. That's kind of like a feminine scent in my mind. So let's find out what Ozzy's secret cologne smells like. You ready? Let's go. It is strong, strong, strong. All right, we got a little card in here telling us about it, so that's cool. So that's what you get right there for $6. I hope the price doesn't triple now. Its headline notes are geranium, sandalwood, and bergamot. So, okay, that's some musky stuff. I like that. Middle notes are also geranium, rose otto, cassie, I don't know what that is. Frangipani? I don't know. We're getting above my pay grade now. I don't know. There's a lot going on in here, and let me tell you what. I haven't even sprayed this bottle yet, and it is pungent. Man, I hope I don't wind up liking this because this is super expensive. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to give it a little whiff through the air. Give it one of those. That's nice. Okay, we'll get it get it going. Wow. There's a lot to take in there. Wow. Okay. So we're just going to go all in, okay? I'm going to do one here and here. One here. You roll your wrists together. Don't rub them. Just roll them. It's a light dab. That's what you want to do. Just get the scent close to your pulse points and let the alcohol carrier evaporate so you can kind of take in the scent and let it get together with your skin chemistry and do stuff. Wow. That is strong. Yeah, man. Wow. The flowers are not... It's not a perfumey. It's not a soapy... It's not any kind of feel like that. It's very good. So this is an eau de parfum. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Those are some weird French-looking words. That's the strongest of what you can buy. A perfume is a little weaker than that, and an aftershave is a little weaker than that and a little more stronger with the alcohol carrier because it's meant to be put on fresh, open pores. I can smell all the different notes and how it reacts with my skin chemistry. The musk of the sandalwood and the bergamot are very noticeable first, but it's sweetened. It just lays in there nice with that rose and geranium. You wouldn't think they'd go together. I normally like a sandalwood with a citrus, something like that, something bright and high. But wow, this just sits in the middle of that musk so nice. It's like a musky flower. That is beautiful. I could see why Ozzy picked that as his signature scent and wanted to keep it a secret so only he smells like this. Wow. This is very complex. You can distinctly pick out the two separate flowers. The geranium and the rose are distinct from one another. I can't say that I can pick out bergamot and sandalwood from another because I wear those a lot. So that kind of blends in my nostrils. Yeah, this is not a go to work and just hang out every day cologne. Absolutely not. You are going to get a lot of people's attention if you wear this. Wow. This isn't just opening a cologne anymore. This is like an olfactory tribute to an absolute legend. Somebody that touched every one of our lives. And now we can know what it smelled like to be in the presence of an absolute heavy metal legend. If you want to leave an impression on somebody, this'll do it. Wow. I can't say that I need to start wearing this. This is so expensive. But I kind of want to. It's really good. It's a really good complex scent. Ozzy lived a life that was beyond imagination, and he did it in front of all of us. He faced down his demons. He entertained millions and left an undeniable mark on music forever. For that, we all have to be truly grateful. When I was that young kid learning to play guitar, the guy that taught me to play Iron Man, the guy that taught me what a power chord was, left us way too soon. We were both still kids. So songs like See You on the Other Side really stuck with me for a lot of personal reasons. And now it just takes on another meaning. For all that your music did for me, Ozzy, for how it shaped my life. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the other side. All right, Tech Jimmy fam. This one was different, a little heavy, But thanks for sticking around. Let me know what your favorite Ozzy memory is down in the comments. If you got a favorite song, if his music touched your life in some way, tell me. Let me know. Let's start a conversation. I think it'd be a lot of fun. As always, if you guys like the content, hit like, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. See you in the next video.